Drexel student's very focused on his or her major. It's a fast-paced university. There's a lot that students can be doing, but they take the time to improve themselves personally and professionally, and I think in the long run, that's going to benefit them. And to me, as a faculty member, that's very impressive.
It's always important, I do believe, for all of us to have someone or someones who can kind of direct us through the course of life, and give us some inspiration and motivation to do the things we actually want to do as we move forward, to be productive citizens.
I absolutely do believe that a mentor is one of the most important things to evolving as a professional. And to this day, I still seek professional mentors.
I think that everybody benefits from having a mentor at some point or in some capacity, even if it's not a formal mentor. Sometimes we have mentors that are not even assigned to us.
I think not having had a mentor in my college career actually was a challenge in figuring out what my future career would look like and how I would find a career that I was passionate about. And I think that's what's so great about the Macy's program is that it gives students the opportunity to pair with professionals in the real world to really get an idea and more of a concrete understanding of what a career in nutrition or nursing really looks like day to day.
Able to work on my public speaking skills, listening skills, and communication skills. It was because of the discussion-based classroom that allowed me to constantly be working on them, because every day when we entered class, we'd have a new topic to discuss or a presentation to present to the class. Therefore, my skills were constantly evolving and getting stronger.
Through the various self-reflections such as EI, LPI assessments, I've been able to better understand how emotionally competent I am and how others view me as a leader. In addition, through group activities, I've been able to learn how to deal with myself and how to deal with conflicts and how to work together as a team. All these things have helped me become a better leader today.
I was able to learn about being open-minded and at the same time be a good listener. It is important to become open-minded because everyone has different opinions and ideas. And at the same time, it is always important to have a positive attitude towards everyone and yourself.
Becoming a leader is something that is an ongoing and forever evolving process. I think that's what the Macy Leadership Program taught me, and understanding that, I've been able to kind of reapply and readdress each one of my leadership scenarios in a way that's helped me to grow, to become a better leader with the people that I work with.
When I first arrived at Drexel, I was told that being a Drexel student would make me a yes person because we are constantly bombarded with opportunities and programs and co-ops and interviews and enrichments. And I feel like Macy has really helped me focus on what I want and what my goals are, especially through the personal development plan. I know what I should say yes to and what I should say no to based on my overall goals and the track that I want to take through my career and my life.
Being a mentor is an experience that I think every person should go through because you learn so much from the people, in my case, from the students that I have worked with, and how to look at things from a fresh and different perspective. And it makes me put my own practice, my own experiences in perspective in terms of how can I help them to overcome some of the hurdles that I have gone through and to avoid some of the pitfalls that I have experienced by helping them to recognize when they're coming.
Instead of being on the outside looking in or learning things from in a roundabout way by just observing. I think being a mentor is a real life person or a real life example of someone that you can aspire to be.
Being a mentor in this program has positively changed me. It continues to do so every day, every year. Learning about students I have had the privilege of mentoring is exciting, but helping them through work through issues, see multiple dimensions of problems, gaining confidence, empowering them to go that extra step, it energizes me, makes me think about my own decisions and processes and how to improve myself.
Being a mentor for Drexel's Macy Leadership Program facilitated my own personal and professional growth. This opportunity strengthened my coaching and leadership skills and provided a fresh perspective with regards to my own career within education. I thoroughly enjoyed working with my mentee, and I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors.
How much a mentor can really change the way that you are a leader and the way that you view your field and the way that you really relate to the world, because it's a very powerful experience to be able to learn from someone who is where you want to be.
Having a mentor helped me realize that being a leader is a very collaborative process. It's about bouncing ideas off of each other and learning and growing together. It's about having a conversation. People have different viewpoints, and that's great. That's a great way to add to the conversation. And I think if you're able to establish a partnership rather than dictatorship, you'll be very successful.
I value my mentor because I know that she has experienced what I'm going through now, and any advice that she gives me is for the betterment of myself and my career as a student nurse. And any advice that she gives me is going to be the cold, hard truth, and I really appreciated that, and that was something that I really wanted in a mentor. I love listening to her past experiences, her challenges, and how she prevailed through some of these situations throughout her career.
My mentor was not from my field. I'm in the nursing field, and my mentor was a physician assistant. And I think having a different perspective really helped me understand kind of the interprofessional networking that we'll be doing as healthcare professionals, and some of her insights into her practice really helped define some of my goals.
I think having a mentor just really gave me a better understanding of what it means to be a true leader. In addition, my mentor wasn't from my field, so she was in behavioral health counseling, and that kind of really gave me a more interdisciplinary understanding of patient care and how it kind of relates to what I want to do administratively in the future. So it kind of emphasized the need for interdisciplinary understanding, and I think that was an important part of how I want to be a leader some days.
Just the Macy's program in general and learning about leadership in an academic setting is definitely a bonus. It was not an opportunity that was presented to me in law school or in nursing school. So having that knowledge is, I think the first and foremost, but now is your opportunity to leverage it.
I think is continuing to use the skills is going to be really important. So thinking about all of the leadership skills that you've learned and the concepts of multiculturalism and continuing to integrate that into your current and future work will put you above the other people that you're working with.
I think learning really is a lifelong challenge that we need to put upon ourselves all the time, because if we stop learning, we become static, and that's
not something we really want to do, especially in the career choices that these interns in this program have chosen. I think it's really important to continue on, to always be evolving and learning from different people as well as different situations.
I feel the program has helped me develop through interprofessional learning. By being in class with students from different health professions, it gave me an opportunity to really broaden my perspective and learn a lot through my classmates as well.
Through this program, I've definitely become more aware of the social issues around campus and just around the world. We talk a lot about diversity, race, culture, equity, and it's not really touched upon in other classes, so it's definitely opened up my eyes to all these topics.
I'm very quiet when you don't know me, but challenging the process, things through our elevator speeches and stuff like that, has shown me that I can step out of the box and still be confident in myself.
A few ways in which I think I grew the most through this Macy program are, first of all, I understand myself on such a better level. I'm a lot more aware of my own emotions and how my actions affect other people.
I feel like my voice has become stronger through these last 3 quarters, and I'm not so afraid to speak up when I don't agree with something that's going on, or I think I have an additional support item that I can add to a topic that we're discussing, or extra resources that I know about that others might not.
I feel like I gained the most by becoming more aware of my leadership skills, more aware of social problems, and more aware of the mentee-mentor relationship.
My confidence and my overall approach to leadership are definitely what have grown most in this program. I feel that I'm better prepared to lead myself and to lead others, and I am not afraid to make mistakes anymore because they are part of the process, and I feel equipped after being in this program with so many skills and strategies in order to succeed.
Just find your passion and be kind to yourself, that your passion today may not be the same as your passion in 10 years, 5 years. And, don't be afraid to make a mistake. In fact, try to make mistakes. Because if you're making mistakes, certainly calculated ones, but if you're making mistakes, then you're learning, and you're also putting yourself out there enough that opportunities will find you.
While you're acquiring skills, you want to stay as humble as possible, and you want to always show gratitude to the people who have opened up opportunities and doors for you, whether it met your expectations or not. Many people sometimes end up working in the very organization or company that they were not initially fond of. So you want to make sure that you're appreciative. You want to make sure that you follow up with thank you notes, thank you letters, thank you cards to anyone who has been kind to you. And you also want to be good to yourself. Enjoy your time as a student. Enjoy your time as a mentee. And most of all, don't forget to pass it on.
I say it's important to be self-reflective. Look at where you are presently and think about where you want to go in the future. You can revisit your individual personal development leadership plan that you completed to assess the goals that you set and whether or not you've achieved them.
It's important that as a leader, we always remember what it's like to be led, so that we can continue to be compassionate leaders, skillful and direct leaders, but while also remembering being led so that we can listen deeply and truly respond to the needs of the communities that we serve.